we are here at the 10th Annual Conscious Life Expo in Los Angeles, California. We are pleased to be joined with Marshall Klarfeld. Marshall, nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you, Brian.
Well, we just walked in and we were talking to you a little bit about, Marshall is going to be on the new season of Ancient Aliens, that's season 4.
Season 4.
And I'm number one curious, what will you be discussing on Ancient Aliens?
The lead-in subject that they want me to talk about is called Chaco Canyon, which is a old ancient Indian relic that they found. It's just like Mesa Verde in Colorado. It's a pueblo kind of thing. You know, there's housing and then there's these marvelous circular structures on the ground. So the first thing I was attracted to was the circles. Indians don't build circles. Those are brick walls that are precisely positioned in a descending order. So I got to Google, looked up the Google map. I see there's a river, goes right by Chaco Canyon. And the big thing that I talk about is the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki is this space-age alien civilization that came to the planet Earth 400,000 years ago, and their objective was gold. That's what they came for. They needed gold to save their planet. It's another story. So how did they get the gold? That's another story. But here in the center of the United States, I discovered a hydraulic gold mining operation. The water from the river was directed through this structure with the circles. It goes around, the placer gold precipitates out, and they put the water back in the river. So what it is, it's a structure designed to extract gold from this river, which is coming down from the mountains of Colorado, eventually ends up in the Colorado River, but the gold starts there. And they were having a wonderful time building these little mining camps. Now the housing that was next to it were the folks, local folks that they used to run the operation. This is my theory.
Right.
It's called the gold mining hydraulic theory by Marshall Klarfeld. And these ancient ruins weren't built by the Anunnaki Indians, which they claim. Anunnaki translates in Hopi, ancient ancestors. Okay? It's like the Egyptians really didn't build the pyramids, but the anthropologists and the archaeologists say they're there. They must have built them. Okay? Stonehenge. The folks on the Salisbury Plain, they're there. They must have built Stonehenge. Well, this is not true. And in my books, I try to educate people on what the truth may be. And I use 145 pictures in my first book, Adam the Missing Link, which shows these historical artworks and how they really were built and who built them.
Well, there's a lot of people here at the Conscious Life Expo looking for truth, whatever.
Yes. What's the truth?
Trying to get past the cover story.
Yes.
There's a lot of people smelling a rat. Something doesn't seem right. We're trying to get to the truth. For anyone that doesn't know what the Conscious Life Expo is about, what is your experience and what do you anticipate people are going to find by coming here?
By coming here, if they attend my lecture tonight, it's not a lecture, it's a panel. It's the Ancient Alien panels. Georgia will be there, Wilcock will be there.
Right.
I mean, all these guys who appear
We'll be there too.
will be there. And what we'll be discussing is what is the truth about the ancient aliens? Were they really here? Now, my take, Brian,
Yes.
is that there's ample proof the Anunnaki have been here. They wrote about it in the cuneiform tablets. They showed us their pictures on the cylinder seals. And they said they did this and why they built the pyramids. And by the way, their greatest creation was us. They actually took the primitive natives that were on the planet at the time. It was a species called Homo erectus, which had no vocal cords. They couldn't talk, and they had a third our brain size. And they were evolving for 1,800,000 years. And they decided they need primitive workers to run these operations for gold. And they got permission from the Home Office. You would say I did it. It's the prime directive, don't mess around with species. And they actually took the female Homo erectus egg, they scooped out the nucleus, they put their DNA in it, and they planted that egg in the womb of one of their birth mothers. Now they show pictures of how they did this, they tell us how they did it, and they produced the first Homo sapien called Adamu, A-D-A-M-U. This occurred in Southeast Africa 250,000 years ago, and guess what? We've discovered the original skeletal remains of Homo sapiens in Southeast Africa, 200,000 years old.
And if you get rid of Adamu or Adamu, take away the you, you have Adam.
Adam.
There's another similar story about first man named Adam
Yes.
that a lot of people might recognize.
Okay, now here. If you believe evolution, there's got to be a bunch of skeletal remains between Homo erectus and Homo sapiens to show the evolutionaries that there are none.
The missing link
missing
between
link.
this and that.
Adam the Missing Link. That's the name of my book. So,
By the way, tell them where they can get your book, where they can find more about you online.
online, my webpage is www.adamthemissinglink.com.